I got a rule one at home. At home is no outside clothes on my bed. I think that should be a standard rule.
Then you just take out your clothes and try lah.
Okay lah.
Then you just censor lah, you put.
As you can already tell from the thumbnail, today we are going to be touring this modern hanok house. This is a 940 square feet, 4-room HDB modern hanok style theme. The renovation took about 5 months. It's done by Jaslin and Daniel from Extrusion, which is the same one as my house. Actually, you all also got come to my house to take a look at how it looks like before you all did your renovation.
Your house damn nice.
I see your tub is a little bit like inspired. I see.
Inspirational.
It looks really good. Okay, so before we start with the tour, we of course have to take a look at how it looks like before. But before we start the tour, I got a gift for you. This one is for you. For you. Yeah. Okay. So this one, because of all the house tours that I do, I always give them a welcome gift. A lot of people come to my house always ask me, what is that?
Yeah, what's this?
So this is a device that actually help me make quite a bit of money.
Money?
Yeah, because this is the room's time frame. Basically, you can put your calendar and everything. And then I use it to put my stocks.
Wow.
So like every day I wake up, I see, 我的 stock 赚钱亏钱 that I go do something about it.
Oh, that's actually smart.
So the interesting thing is, right, this whole thing is transparent. It's projecting something, but it's transparent, so it's quite cool.
Where can they get it from?
Shopee. You can buy it on Shopee, which we will put the link in the description box.
That's right.
Okay, then we are then going into the house. Right at the entrance, we have the Solidity G1 lock from Undigital Lock. And Undigital Lock, right, has been around since 2013, and they have a very wide selection of door locks for you to choose from.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what's special about this particular door lock is that there's a lot of ways you can unlock it. Pin, fingerprint, even face also can.
Correct. But their facial recognition, right, uses a 3D technology, right? So you can't just take a photo and let them scan. I hope the door will unlock. It doesn't work this way.
Also, right, I know that people will be afraid, say, if you use a digital lock, what if it runs out of battery? No worries, okay? You can charge this with a power bank.
Yes. So outside you can take out the cover, the casing, charge to charge.
Okay, 没问题.
I didn't know about that, right? So there was one time I really got locked out of my house because no battery, and then I didn't know got the charger, and then it was 3 AM, so I called everybody, nobody answered. So I just wait until morning. Yeah, that sucks. Bruh. As we step into the house, right, we can have a sweeping view of the entire house, which is a very interesting concept, a modern hanok. So when she came and looked for me, right, she told me that she liked the Korean hanok style.
Correct.
And it turned out very nice.
Correct.
But why? Why you like Korean so much? I also like Korea.
I go to Korea very often, and I wanted to bring a little bit of Korea back to Singapore.
You go Korea also stay at hanok?
I will try to choose somewhere that has a little bit of character.
Oh, so you don't like hotel generic?
I don't like that kind of like simple, straightforward kind. I like a little bit of history, a little bit of aesthetic. So it reflects a lot in the space.
It took 5 months, right? Not only because that is slightly more complex, right? Because this is not the run-of-the-mill design. It's also because they went with modular carpentry. So this one is from Murti. Actually, right, traditional carpentry and modular carpentry are a little bit different. In modular carpentry, right, they actually measure everything to scale, and then they use a machine to fabricate the whole thing out. Traditional carpentry, they will bring the stuff here, and then they will start sawing, and then the sawdust will start.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because they use glue, they also got formaldehyde. That's why this house doesn't smell like got formaldehyde. Modular carpentry, right, is much better in quality, and the whole cutting, right, is a lot more accurate. However, it does take a little bit longer, and it's a little bit more expensive. Then again, there's no formaldehyde, so it's very safe for kids, pets, and humans lah. Some people are more sensitive to formaldehyde, so that is something that you want to take note. With their carpentry, right, they actually include a tic-tac feature for them, so that it's easier to open the thing, and then they don't have any knobs and all that, so it's more sleek. Okay, so what gives the house the modern hanok look, right, is all these
wooden beams.
Yeah, wooden beams, and of course this light. This light is actually from Seah's lighting. The way you're executed is so much nicer. Plus, their technology now improved already. Now can control with remote, can dim, can change color.
Yeah, it gives the whole place a very soft lighting, and it's very like non-strenuous on your eyes.
And if you notice, right, it doesn't cast any shadow because the light is so soft. That means a lot, because you see now I wave at her face, there's no shadows casting at her face. Yeah. Their living room is actually very simple. As you can see, there's something missing. There's no TV. That's because they opted for a projector. So they will set up a projector here and then just cast it there. Over here, right, the carpentry continues. From there, we got the wooden grain one, but Mati also did the white simplistic one to suit the vibe here.
I think the contrast between the cream and the wooden elements is very balanced, because they were saying that if we do too much wood elements, the whole place will look very heavy.
Yes. I would say a good rule of thumb, right, if you want to make your house look very cohesive in color, right, just pick 3 or 4 colors at most. Don't have too many colors, right, then it looks very zha already. Okay, then the living room, right, is illuminated by this excessive amount of natural lighting from the windows. This is covered by curtain mice. They did not opt for motor or smart home. They want something manual. I think it's to fit into the hanok style, I guess, because
hard labor.
You all like the hard labor. 你喜欢那个 hard labor啦. These blinds, right, actually they can tilt left or tilt right, so that you can let light come in a different direction. Curtain mice, of course, got those motor and smart home one lah. But this is just what they pick. I really like it because they are day curtain, right, also diffuses the light coming in. So the light from on top and the side is all diffused, so it looks very flattering on the skin. As a matter of fact, right, this is the first time we shoot, right, we don't have a lot of guys standing with the light on. All the light you see today on our face, right, is just from the ceiling.
The lighting guy not even holding towards us, you see.
Yeah, he's quite
shining
fun.
himself, bro.
In fact, yeah, the guy is just he's just shining on himself.
Yeah, what's happening?
I don't know what's happening. Okay, so we'll move on to the recreation area.
Okay, let me bring you to this pretty interesting space of the house.
Yeah, this space is empty, bro.
I think it's a little bit unconventional because people will usually,
try to maximize the space, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But because like we do a lot of workouts, so the space over here, I will do like my yoga, my Pilates.
Right.
Workouts will happen over here,
right.
and they also like reinforce the floor.
Oh.
So if you jump and everything, you can't hear.
Yeah, I just realized. Wow, because it's not like hollow, then you
It's
will
not
hear.
hollow, so you want to bum, 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 also. And the very beautiful carpentry from Murti over here.
Yeah, all this is just additional storage. Yeah, but a house, right, having an empty space, right, actually is very good because it becomes very versatile. You want to work out, you want to mahjong, you want to have games night.
Yeah.
A lot of things you can actually do. So it's good to keep it empty, and also when it's empty, right, the whole house look a lot more spacious.
We also got the bay window area.
Yeah,
To chill, if people come over, then you can just sit there and emo.
But which is very interesting because a lot of condos got bay window that we cannot take out, and a lot of people don't like, but they actually have this. It looks very good because of their big windows, right, letting a lot of natural light in, right. It's very nice to have this area.
And it's additional storage.
Correct, and it's also additional storage. And this one got power one, so can put like speakers and stuff.
Yeah.
For the rest of the house tour, I'll be doing with James because Nicole need to rush off for filming. So you will see me host with James for the rest of the house. Thank you for showing us your house, and I really like your whole concept because I like to do house, right, with this crazy concept. I hate it when people come to me and say, I want to do Scandinavian, I want to do modern lux.
Modern lux.
很闲. I like this type of house, something more special. Then the house, right, is made, right, so that at any angle 拍照都美，对不对？有没有？
That's right. Okay, so enjoy the rest of the house tour. I'll catch you guys next time.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, we are at the dining room with James. Now, maybe you can tell us more about your dining room.
Because I like to host my friends over, right? And you see the whole mood of this place is a bit dark, right? You thought it's on purpose, but actually I was too busy. I forgot to think about the dining light.
So, you got no dining light, no pendant, no dining light.
No. So actually after that, it's like I feel that the whole ambience of it actually suits it very well.
Yeah, actually okay.
Then after that, like when you came over to see the place, right, you actually introduced me this like
Louis Poulsen light.
yes, correct. You see this one?
This
is not Louis Poulsen.
Hey, dude, guys, I have this exact color, exact one at home, and Louis Poulsen lights, this type of size is about 300多块, 300 over there.
Correct.
Then just now, I asked him how much he bought this.
He said, hey, you also bought Louis Poulsen? I said, no, this one Taobao. So it suits everything. Is like if you imagine like if I have friends over, like drinks and dinner and everything. The whole feel is very cozy and very warm. So yeah.
I also noticed that you went for a grey and sandals table. This one not sponsored. This one he actually bought it.
So I feel like this one actually suits the whole aesthetic of the house. So like the whole place actually, I did a lot of planning lah. I want to make sure that everything suits because modern hanok there's a lot of wood elements, right? So like we actually went to go and see all the wood color to make sure everything suits perfectly.
Right.
Nice, I love it.
Nicole came up with this concept, but I know you were very on the ball with the renovation. You were very responsive.
Yeah, planning and all the nitty-gritty stuff.
And it really turned out very well.
Thank you.
Now that we are done with the dining area, we will head over to the dry pantry just beside. And I can immediately see that you are an alcoholic.
I am not an alcoholic.
You are a collector.
My friends are alcoholics. So I actually collect whiskies lah. So mainly I collect Macallan whiskies. Some of the top is like some collector stuff.
Are these all like expensive? Like the value went up or what?
This one, Folio 7. I bought around 700 plus, but now I don't know what's the value.
Should went up lah.
Should lah. Folio normally people collect one. So I mean, yeah.
Wow.
These are just some of it lah, because there's not enough space. So I was keep somewhere else.
I saw just now. I opened one of your cabinet. I saw like a lot. Then I was like, wow, you.
I am not an alcoholic. My friends are alcoholic. So like here is where the drinks. If people want to come host or what, they can help themselves.
Right. Then if they help themselves, they help themselves this?
I know. That's why I put on top. So not easy to reach. Very heavy. So they won't anyhow take. I say it's here open one. You see whatever you want can take. This one, you just see can already.
I also noticed that did you Taobao these two trophies?
Don't say until like that lah. You say this one, then I no more work already. Then how I say I Taobao?
10大最受欢迎男艺人啊！哇 ，this one is what?
So okay, this one is like
cutting.
It's a go cut. So you know Le Mans race, right? It's a 24 hours race.
Okay.
And then Porsche, they have like they are competing in it as well. Every year they will organize like a go kart race.
And then you went.
Yeah. So I have a team. Together we went to race for not 24 hours, 2.4 hours non-stop go kart.
Okay.
Like 轮流啦.
Oh.
So
and you got second.
I got second. Yeah.
Wow. Over here, I also noticed that they got a Line 8 power track. I have been talking a lot about Line 8 power track. In every video, we also have Line 8 power track, right? And that's because, right, it is so useful, right, that you can have a lot of this type of loose device, right? Whether it's a coffee machine or whether it's a blender or you got a Thermomix or you got whatever device, right, you can just switch out very easily. And then because the house, right, not only got one power track, right, they can switch out the adapter to everywhere.
So this is where the water point, like where all my
all the thirsty people
come here.
Right.
So this after coffee, if you want to drink water, it's just beside water dispenser just beside.
This one also come from my house, and it looks exactly the same. Yeah, I have. Hey, you
same
guys,
color.
You guys come my house? Yes, it was the same color. Anyway, this is from Wells.
Correct.
Okay, this is Wells water filter, and this is the slickest design that they have. Okay, to me, right, it doesn't take up a lot of space because there are some other water filters that are very big and bulky. I'm not sure if you noticed this because you probably just moved in, you haven't realized, right? But they actually, right, was like every week, right, they will have self-sterilization. They will sterilize the whole thing for 8 minutes, and it always happen for me on Sunday about 2 p.m. like that. Because at that point of time, I think nobody drink water, so then they always choose the 8 minutes to go.
You choose the timing,
then you can hear they like steaming the whole thing. But anyway, this one, right, you can deliver hot water up to 85 degree or room temperature baby milk or even cold water, and then you can set preset 120 ml, 250 ml, or even 550 ml, or just continuous all the way. And then this thing is also detachable, so that if you got something taller, you can put it underneath. And this is also magnetic base where it will snap to the water filter. This indeed does have a smaller tank below, but at least it's not visible on top. It won't be so
not cluttered.
Yeah, it won't look too cluttered. And one thing also, right, in the event, right, if you got any problem, right, you call them, right, their service team is actually very, very fast. So there was a time that my water no longer dispensed cold water, and then I called them, right, within the same day they came and fixed everything. So their service is very impressive.
Efficient.
It seems like this entire area, right, you really put in a lot of thoughts and effort, like even to decorate. Okay, right. I always feel like wherever the owner decorate a certain area, right, it means that has a lot of significance and a lot of convenience for the person, right? You always have to come here.
Correct.
And I see you put your collectors on top, and then I see this random painting. What's this?
So I really love this painting. This painting is from Shipping Hearts. It's an arts festival where they work with artists with disabilities. This particular artist, her name is Serene. She is in recovery from schizophrenia. And then what she want to portray here in this picture is that it's the pomfret, and then it signifies like love, family, and tradition. So I feel it's meaningful art piece. That's why I chose to get this. And my family is also Teochew.
I also Teochew.
My mom is Teochew.
I Teochew, but I don't know how to speak Teochew.
I know how to speak a bit.
Okay.
So I think it's very meaningful. That's why I got this piece.
This is not the first time that we work with Shipping Hearts. So if you're interested to see more of the art piece, you can head over to their website and check out the collections that they have. The floor, right, it's not like the vinyl or engineered wood flooring or marble or tiles and everything that we usually do. Instead, right, this is actually a paint from Loopy Paint. So what's so special about this paint, right, is that this is a micro cement and it can be customizable to any color you want and any type of texture. Some people like rugged, more porous, not porous. He prefers something that is more minimal and flat. Okay,
a bit more smooth lah.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's not slippery also.
Correct, and then it doesn't feel like it have like those the sentiment, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and that's because they use a paint, right, a very premium paint from Spain. Wow. This paint is not say the cheapest lah, but the quality is very good. You can really feel it. There's not even a single paint crack that I can see. It flows very well with the house.
Yeah. So the initial idea was to from the doorway you come in, it's like seamless all the way later into the bedroom to the bathroom. So later bathroom also you see it's actually micro cement all the way. So like a seamless whole complete look.
Okay, I want to say is that I am first introduced to Loopy Paint at Charlie House, right? And ever since I'm very impressed with them. So for my future projects, right, I recommended Loopy Paint to come in, and their service is always very top notch, and they always take a lot of videos and photos to make sure everything is in order, and then also give us aftercare instructions so that while it's settling, right, how do we work around it or handle it?
Right. He sent me
very careful.
He sent me a very long text. I read through. It's very detailed. Right?
Yeah. And I tell him, hey, you better follow. Later got thumbprint or what? It's not anybody's fault. So it does need a bit of time to settle. Right. If you got the time, of course, let it wait. But because back then both of them need to move in, so it is a little bit tricky at the time period lah. So no choice, have to work around it. Yeah, but otherwise, right, I would say the paint from Loopy Paint and the service from Loopy Paint, right, and their workmanship, right, is really very impressive. If you are considering to do micro cement or even lime wash and everything, right, I highly suggest you go choose them and look at their stuff. Now we are at the kitchen, okay, and I think because your ID is the same as my ID at home, right, we do have some similar features lah.
So you feel quite at home, is it?
I feel quite at home. Okay, first we have of course the Regal tap and of course the Regal sink. Okay, this is the gunmetal series. And what's so impressive about this tab, I need to tell you all first. You can see, right, there's no joint line here, but you can disconnect from here. Okay? And then you can change the mode. You can this one or this one. Then
not the most impressive one yet.
No, not the most impressive.
The most impressive.
The impressive thing is the sensor. Then when you take off, 没有了. So when your hands are dirty or oily, right, you don't have to touch the tab.
So at the start when I saw this tab, right, I was thinking, why do I need a automated tab?
Actually good.
Why? Because 我没有用过,
okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
So after using this, right, I was hooked.
Yeah.
So I was so used to come here and wash my hand, right?
Yeah. Then when we go toilet, I also.
Oh yeah. Need to manually go open.
Actually, next time, right, my house, right, even at my toilet, I will do it. You know why not? I realized something. This one's good when you're preparing food or what, right? Your hands are oily, you don't want to touch.
Yes.
But right, you fail to realize, right, when we in the toilet, we do skincare. Our hands,
the hand soap, everything, all the foam, everything.
That is like, I want it, but don't have. Yeah. So next time my house, I also will do that. This is from Regal. You can go check out their gunmetal series and you ask for this particular tab. I think of all their tabs, right, this one is the most impressive one. It comes with so many functions and features, right, and it looks very sleek. And then we have, this one is a pull down rack from Excel Hardware. Okay, I need to tell you, this material, right, is a very special type of treatment. Okay, what happens, right, if you just paint it black, right, it will start to peel. But this one is not. This one is like electroplating one. So when you get it from Excel Hardware, right, you will get this type of quality and then it won't peel. My house one has been there for around 2 years already and it still looks pristine. So this one, right, the interesting thing is, right, you can change the weight with this. So this one is like the resistance. You didn't know that, right?
You come here like salesman.
No lah, because my house also got this one. So you can adjust the resistance and the weight from here. So the heavier it is, the more you can pull out lah. One thing about Excel Hardware, right, please be careful. There's a lot of counterfeit, okay? But to prevent buying counterfeit, right, head over to the website and get connected with a salesperson. There is safer. And when you buy the original, right, they actually have a lifetime warranty. So that's a good thing. To complete the collection of Excel Hardware, right, we also got this
Cordman's rack.
He went with this particular design. This one is the steel series, so you can also have this series from their collection. They got a lot of colors and pattern one.
So cooking area, I got all this from Casa.
Okay.
So it's like the hob, the gas stove. This is a dishwasher.
Oh, dishwasher 有必要吗？哇，你
刚刚搬搬进来，所以我没有时间去 unpack
plastic
没有时间 unpack So dishwasher.
Right.
And also that one is like a oven and microwave combined together.
Right. Oh, microwave also.
Yes.
So you can microwave. Oh, wow.
Correct. Interesting, right? Recently I did cook soup.
Right.
So
就是
actually,
用这个。
我用这个 gas stove.
Ah.
So the fire is very strong, so I love it very much. But I think the most important function is that the left side is like it's controlled by a timer. If I'm not wrong, it's around 100 plus minutes.
Right,
So
right.
you auto off.
Oh, which is good because that's the thing about gas stove. It could be dangerous if you just
Correct. You leave it on.
A lot of household actually move on to the induction cooker already.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it's not a lot of projects that we dealt with gas cooker. It's very interesting to see that Casa actually have this particular design where you can set the timer to control the thing.
So I think that one is very convenient.
Okay, so above the gas cooker, we got the hood. It's a standard slim hood. This one, I forgot to warn him because
Why?
you will come to it. You imagine you're cooking soup,
Yeah.
then you want to look at the soup. You will.
挑到。
你 try your height shoot. I don't know if you will.
I won't
One day.
bend down. I won't.
Okay, I tell you. When it ever happens, you WhatsApp me. Yeah, it happened already. You were right. You know why? Because my old house I put this. 我有跳到 and when it happened accidentally, it hurts. So that's just for you to take note. So even in one slim hood, then make sure it's the correct height. I think your height quite okay. Because mine was in a very awkward height. You are at eye level.
Feel still won't happen lah. If anything happen, then I blame you already lah.
These two very interesting. Okay, why you pick this oven or why you pick this dishwasher?
So this oven, right?
Yeah.
It's a oven cum microwave. But the important thing is that like you stand here and cook, right?
Right.
So imagine like I am baking something or whatever.
Right.
Close.
Then
你在 cook 的时候，有可能 you might kick until or hit until, right?
or maybe 烫到。
烫到。So actually this door is actually like triple glazed door, so it's like not so hot. 你不会被烫到啦。
Okay. I don't like things that have too much functions, right? Then it feels like everything also don't do well.
This one the 重点 right is like when you bake stuff, right?
Yeah.
The microwave function there's a microwave axis. So it help you cook stuff faster. So achieve the result even better also.
So it's like you can achieve the baking results but faster with the microwave
axis.
Okay. Then this dishwasher, I never understood, right? Unless your household got more than 4 or 5 people, right? Why you need a dishwasher? But why?
Because I like to host people.
So
sometimes I cook for them,
Yeah.
and then you see my friends are all alcoholic, then they like to drink drinks. There's a lot of cup, a lot of bowls and everything.
Right.
So that's why I choose to have a dishwasher.
Right.
And then why I chose this particular model also. You very scared like dishwasher, they have the loud sound like washing. Disturb you and it's very noisy. But this one there's a silence mode, so that's why I chose this.
Okay. For those house, right, they don't want to have a dishwasher, right, and you host a lot, right, there's a solution. You use paper plate. Because that's what I do.
环保.
Okay. It's true. 我不环保.
But trust me, you have a dishwasher, life changing.
Okay.
I never turn back.
My next house. Okay, now that we are done with the kitchen, we will be heading to the service yard.
So like this is where I put my air fryer.
Okay.
And then if I want to prep any stuff I can do. It's like an open common area, I can do anything I want.
Right.
Correct.
Actually, also good is by the window you got natural light.
Natural
and then if you
lighting.
need to air, you can just air
Yes,
like that.
correct. Then it's get hot also, you can just open
Right.
the windows and everything. My laundry area is here. So this is where like I store my laundry stuff, the detergent stove. And then below it, that's where my
Dreamy
vacuum.
Robo Vacuum. The carpentry actually make an area just for this, right?
What I really like about Murti, right, is that I actually sat down with them for around 3 hours to plan.
Yeah, they are very detailed.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
So like I would think like what would encompass around my lifestyle or my habits kind of thing, and then they try to incorporate their designs.
Correct.
Yeah.
So like to the point that they already talk about like what appliances they will have, what robo vacuum, and then get the specification and then cut out an area specifically for it. This is the Dreamy X50 Pro Ultra, which is one of the latest design. Okay, this one is a little bit more sleek. Of course, with every robo vacuum, they can clean the entire house. However, as you see, right, their house, right, they actually got this small curbs, right, to the living area. This one can climb up to 6 cm. It can climb up to go clean the rest of the house. From the very first time it was invented until now, right, it has really evolved a lot. So now, if next time you try a robo vacuum and has been disappointed, right, you try Dreamy one, because Dreamy one actually their one is quite cutting edge technology. And I want to come back to what he said about Murti. They really have this long conversation with every homeowners, right, to find out what they exactly want, right. Because once they send in their order to cut the bun, right, they cannot reverse it. So it has to be very precise.
Exactly. Yeah.
Down to the mm. But if you look at their design, right, even though, right, they did the whole house carpentry, right, everyone, right, got a little bit of detail. Like this one, you open from the top, there's a notch to make it seamless here. But Over here, right, at the kitchen, right, it looks like a wainscoting design. So it all looks a little bit different so that it doesn't look repetitive. Because if you buy like furniture sets, right, and everything all looks the same, right, it looks like a very bland solar showroom. How they make it, right, is all these small details, right, they will go think for you.
This is what I really like about this cabinet. You would think it's a wall,
Yeah.
but actually,
Yeah, correct.
it's same. All these little details are there. Right?
Being a dry pantry, right, like just now what I mentioned, right, you put all the dryer, all the air fryer, all that, right, you need line 8 power track. If you notice, right, yes, I do feature line 8 power track across all the houses, but it always look different because it depends on the house design and they will match with the skin and the laminate with it so that it complements the house design. Right above us, we got the Steigen laundry rack. I can help you do this laundry rack because I'm very familiar with it, okay? So with this laundry rack, right, you can make it come down and then you put all your clothes there and then you can on the fan so that it can air naturally. And then you also got your solar heat, so you got a UV, right, to kill all the bacteria and the germs with it. It can also serve as a light. So in very tight spaces situation, right, you can use this even as your lighting source or even a fan if you want.
So welcome to my common toilet. So I have a few guests that came over already. They couldn't find my common toilet, so it's right here. So basically it's a hidden door. It's the Velcro door from 8 Doors. So I try to incorporate this whole mirror kind of look because you see here, there's no mirror. The mirror is here, and it's a very big mirror. I chose this toilet bowl from Rego. Also what I like about it, it's very comfortable. Sensors, and then I really believe in bidet. So they have the automated bidet, and then what is so good about this, right, is they have the fan function. Fan function for what? You can imagine lah. So this, I really love the whole toilet system here, and I feel that my guests will really enjoy it as well. As I said previously, like I like to keep my toilet simple. So that's why I chose Lupi paint, the micro cement. It's all the way leading into the common toilet and up onto the walls to create a seamless look. So you feel it's like a whole complete space. And after you use the toilet, what you have to do, wash your hands, right? Look at this view. I feel that it's a very special place in the house because it's like my ID Jaslin from Extrusion. It's like once they showed me the render, I saw this corner, right? I was totally sold already. It reminds you of like those kind of hotel room toilets. And what's so special is that this sink, this tap right here, it's like a water droplet kind of tap. How cool is that? Right?
Now that we are in the master bedroom, I feel a little bit disturbed because
Why?
usually this is the part that I won't be in because I feel like it's a very personal thing. But since she's not here, I will be here with you. One thing I like about the bedroom, right? Okay, it's very unique. How they partition the entire bedroom away from the main living area, right? Is by this shoji door. And this door, right, when you open up, right, it leads back up to the kitchen and the living
Common
room,
area,
the whole common area. And then the whole space now looks very big. This is what gives it the Korean hanbok vibe.
Yeah, because when you think about traditional houses, you think of like their doors also. They don't use ordinary doors.
Right.
So thinking how to incorporate these doors in the whole living space. So that's why I chose like soji doors.
Yeah.
And like you see the soji doors, normally they use like rice paper, that kind of thing. Right?
But this one is not, right? This acrylic is it?
Correct. My friend like he did this lah. So
Right.
This acrylic and everything. So
Yeah.
it doesn't let a lot of light through, but at the same time, at night it's very beautiful. You
Yeah.
can see like light shining through.
You can see like when I turn on the light, right, and then I go through, right, it's very subtle, it's diffused.
Very subtle, very soft light.
Yeah, it's very
Very soft
diffused. Yeah. Now that we are in the vanity area, right, this piece of carpentry, right, is actually done up by Murti also. Right. This is the makeup table. So this makeup table, right, actually you can flip up. You can put all your makeup and skincare products here, okay, and then there's a light here. You can switch on and off.
这个 light 是我买的。
这个 light 是你买的？
这个 light 是我买的。
But very good buy. The good thing about this, right, is also soft closing. So when you let it go, right, wow!
Yes. You won't accidentally cut your own finger.
Correct. Yeah. So this is done by Murti. As I show you, right, they are very precise in their measurement, and all the hinges that comes with it, right, is all good quality one, so that you know all your soft closing, your drawer won't slam. This is also another area that I would highly suggest you have a line 8 power track, right? It's because you got hair dryer, maybe hair straightener, or whatever. then it's very, very convenient.
Initially, I didn't think of wanting to put the line
Yeah,
here.
but it's a good.
Thank God.
Yeah,
So
thank God.
Thank
man.
God.
Yeah. It's a good
Not so
choice.
messy and everything.
Yeah, and then behind the vanity area, of course, you see these blinds. This one is from curtain mice. This one is horizontal slats, okay? And then it has a sheer layer where the lights is diffused. Yeah, so it looks very flattering on your skin again. Yeah.
There's another one. Oh, this one I need to show. I specifically thought of this function.
Okay.
So like your steamer and ironing board, everything,
Yeah.
it's very messy, right? Don't get me wrong. So
Right. You integrate it.
integrate it inside the wardrobe.
Ooh, okay. And then now that we are done with the vanity area, right, we'll move on to the cream space, which is the master bedroom. Let's go. The seamlessness of the house, right, continues from here, because there's not a lot of walls in the house, right, and every wall, right, becomes a storage place. But the good thing about working with Extrusion, right, is they don't like big boxy cabinets everywhere in the house. So they integrate your spaces, your storage, right, in your platforms, in your furnitures, and in smart ways that you don't really see. So in the case of James' bed, right, the storage is all contained here. As you can see here, we got a platform. The platform has this illusion that is floating in the air because of the underlight. This type of light, right, 我们讲见光不见灯. That means we don't actually see the source of the light, but there is a light there. And then we got this bed. This bed is obviously from USA, and this is the Plush series, is it?
Plush series, Plush Terra.
Yeah, this one, when they come and visit my house, I go tell them to go test, go touch the thing. Then I think they are sold because it is the same bed also.
So previously I was sleeping on a Terra, and then that one is because I have back problem.
Right.
So I need a bed which has support.
More firm.
More firm.
Yeah.
Sleeping is very problematic. Sometimes you sleep back sleeper, side sleeper.
Yeah.
So I'm a back and side.
Right.
So they came out with this new Plush series. It's like, wow, sleeping on clouds. Both.
Yes,
Perfect for
bro.
both.
I tell you what, ever since I slept on a Plush series, right, when I go overseas, right, even when I stay in those 5-6 star hotel, right, like there's this hotel in Korea called Four Seasons. It's not cheap, it's like $1,000 a night. I slept there and I missed my bed there. I think my bed is even better. So I honestly say, if you invest in a very good bed, a good quality sleep, really can help you fix your life. You will have good mental clarity, and if you find yourself, how come I diet, I exercise, I cannot lose weight? It's because of sleep. So sleep is very important. So invest in your sleep.
You spend half of your life sleeping.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you should have a very, very good bed. And I cannot recommend anything else but USA. I'm a big fan of USA for the last 6-7 years in both of my houses. But I'm glad there's one thing you never copy me.
What?
My bedsheet. Because my bedsheet is external one. Your one is USA's bedsheet, right?
USA bedsheet.
How is it? Give me a review.
I'm a person who uses blankets which I don't like to use thick blanket. I'll get very hot at night.
Yeah. Normally guys are like that.
Guys, yeah. So normally last time I sleep, I would like take out, take in, take out, take out. So when I sleep with their bedsheet and everything, it's actually very cooling.
Right.
If I'm not wrong, it's made from Tenzo, right?
Yeah, it is
Tenzo. To like regulate the temperature and everything.
So you will highly recommend it?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I will try it. I also will get for that.
You want to try here?
Oh, really? No lah. When I lie on people's bed, I feel very uncomfortable. Especially, I got a rule one at home. At home is no outside clothes on my bed. I think that should be a standard rule.
Then you just take out your clothes and try lah.
Okay.
You just censor lah, you put the censor.
Then right beside the bed, right, of course we have the customized curtains again. This one is another style that you pick.
Correct. To let the whole space feel small, cozy, and flowy. So there's day and night curtains. Night curtains is very important for our bedrooms.
Of course, because we need to black out,
Correct.
The blacking out feature for a bedroom cannot be understated. You have no idea how annoying it is, right? Days you want to sleep in, right? Then you have the light straight away glaring into your eyes. It's so damn irritating. So get a good blackout curtain. And you can check out Curtainmize because they have a wide selection of blinds, curtains, shears, and all sorts of solutions for you. And right beside it, right, you got more wardrobe space. That's why the wardrobe is everywhere in the house. It's not all concentrated in one area. But what's more interesting, right, is the sink here, right? As you can see, right, all the carpentry is done by Mati. It has another variation here.
So this one I special request to them. So normally I sort my laundry by black, white, and color. So when you wash it, so it's easier. You don't have to sort it out.
So you like block.
So I told them, say I want to do 3 holes for the bottom so I can put the laundry basket. So I put in, I just bring out to the laundry, I don't have to sort it out.
Actually, quite smart. This is an integrated sink. What does integrated sink mean, right? Is this entire stone slab, right, is the sink. And then they will cut a slope down and a hole in between for the drain. The water will just flow down like this. And this one is a very hotel design and it's getting very popular. This one, right, I think is Extrusion Ghost source from Yeah, sourced from overseas one. We will also include a link, right, for where he get his things from Taobao. There are some things, of course, he have to buy himself, and including this mirror lah. This carpentry, right, as you can tell, right, at this open shelving, right, they actually have this LED strip that looks very, very sleek, right, because it is again 见光不见灯. That means you see the light, but you don't see the source of the light. You don't see the bulbs and all that. So they actually don't just paste a LED strip there. They hollow out the thin strip there and then put the strip inside so that the light is seamless. That is the level of detail that Murti does. So if you are interested in modular carpentry in your house, right, you can look for Murti. This is the first time I worked with them, and I think that they have done a very, very good job. Now we will head to the master bathroom.
Now we're going into our master bathroom. Obviously, I'm going to do this alone. I'm not going to let Ryan come in because it's a very personal space. This is the reed glass design. What I really like about it is it allows light to flow through to create the soft lighting, but at the same time, there's privacy. You can't see what the person is doing inside. So it's very beautiful. Maybe you can see the silhouette, so it's quite sexy sometimes. So. Oh yeah, one thing I realized about this door, right, is that at night it's so beautiful, but at the daytime, right, actually I forgot my window is there. In the morning, the light actually shines through, and then it affects the brightness in the room sometimes in the morning when I wake up. I need to tell my ID to like black out. This is my master bathroom, and then as you can see here, there's like a onsen kind of ish bathtub. Like you create these bricks, but then it's like wood, so you get the whole traditional hanok kind of place. This whole shower system is from Regal. It's their rain shower system. And then for here, we set it to like gunmetal color. And what I really love is this rain shower. There's enough height. It really feels like you're showering in the rain. And then there's this water spout here to fill the onsen, the normal one, and the rain shower. And then here, I will take my time to like reflect the day, just chill. Yeah, so it's a very personal space for me. That's why Ryan is not here. Yeah. This is my master bathroom, and we are sort of done with the house, so let's go and find Ryan right now.
I think it has been a week since you moved in. In fact, on your move-in day, I was here with you. And that day, we still wearing shoes in the house because
Very dusty.
On the day he moved in, we still have some last-minute work to finish up the doors and stuff. Then you had to move in all your furniture, right? While it's still a little bit dirty, right?
We brought it in, but we didn't unpack and unwrap everything.
Right. 2 days later, then only the cleaning start, the post-renovation cleaning.
Yes.
So this time around, we engaged a scrub master for him. Maybe you can share your experience because I wasn't here for the cleaning, so I don't know how was it for you.
I'm very thankful for them that they came in to do the whole house, because almost every day there were works ongoing. I was cleaning it myself, like even after I cleaned, there was still like fine dust and stuff.
Bro,
you can never get rid of the fine dust.
You can never clean it
I don't know where they come from, the fine dust.
It's infinite, you keep generating. I don't know why.
Yeah. It's never ending.
Yeah.
So like after they came, like wow, they did such a thorough job. My experience, like you all saw the microwave oven, right? So one of the staff say, sir, you want me to help you fix or not? Because it was still in the plastic. So she helped me see the manual and then she helped me fix the thing.
Wow. Okay, honestly, I don't know if they had the service, but I think their guys are good.
Yeah, I think she just take the initiative to help me. So she really go and fix the thing,
Wow.
And then it's like, the windows, like after renovation, it's so dusty, and the windows there's a lot of fingerprints and all the stuff, right? The one of the 大哥there, one of the uncle, it's like, he was every corner of the window is just scraping away all the thing and cleaning. So I was so thankful.
So only after the whole house was cleaned, right? Then you finally feel like I moved in. Yeah, I know that feeling. Feeling. It's quite a big difference, because like I say, last week we came in, I was like, the house ready, man? Because it's still very dusty. But after the clean up, everything moved in, it looks very
like we wouldn't be sitting on the floor like this. We won't.
Yeah, correct. So if you're interested in booking a cleaning company that specializes in post-renovation cleaning, right, you can look for Scrub Master. The whole journey took about 5 months, right? Okay, I tell you honestly, obviously you don't renovate a lot, right? But I renovate a lot. I would say a standard one without the shooting and everything, right? 3 months or maybe 4 months. You want to talk a bit longer. I think it is quite technically challenging to do this thing. Number 2, right, you went for modular carpentry. Last minute change some more. Right? Last minute change. But how was your whole journey despite it being a 5-month journey?
Honestly, I felt the renovation was quite stressful.
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 Naturally, yeah.
Naturally stressful.
Yeah, you need to respond to everybody, right? I always, and then at night we always say, James, reply late, reply late. I know you're also busy, right?
Also, I'm the kind of person who I will sit down and really think and analyze and really like, I like to go into the details.
Right.
So it's like every corner of the planning kind of thing, I was like thinking about it and stuff like that. So for me, that was quite stressful in itself. And then along the way, like you said, like we changed last minute plans, we changed from modular, so the time took a bit longer. At the end, I'm very satisfied with the results and I'm very thankful for Extrusion also. Like the aesthetic sense was really on point.
Yes.
And then through the whole thing also, they really helped with arranging to make sure that the schedule, like I said, I had to move in on this date.
Die also.
Die. So they really made it happen. So
yeah, I will say because I worked with this idea before for my old house, right? Jess is a very, very impressive idea. Despite her looking very petite and young, she's surprisingly very, very aesthetic and calm. I feel like she's crying inside, but she's very calm when she deals with all her contractors.
No, got one time I remember one issue actually, something messed up. Then I a bit like, wow, I need to move in here, this cannot happen. I a bit agitated. Then after I typed the message, I think I took like quite direct. Then after she said, hey, you want to phrase it in another way? Very good. Very PR.
She's very calm, So if you are somebody, right, that is renovating your house, right, and you are looking for something very aesthetic, and by now I would say she's very experienced in coming out with all these houses. I think we have featured about 4 houses that is done by Jess, and all of it, right, are masterpiece. It looks very good. So if you are interested to work with Extrusion, you can head over to our description box and we'll put all the details there. And not only that, right, everything in this house, including the things you buy from Taobao, right, we will all compile it into our promo deck. We'll put all the promo codes inside where you can click inside and visit all the vendors and all the products that we use in this house. So we do this for every house, yes, but I feel like not a lot of people know. So sometimes, right, if you are thinking like, hey, I watched this video, I've got a particular product that you're looking for, but you don't want to watch through the whole video, right, remember to use the promo deck. Okay, we put in a lot of effort for the promo deck. Okay, thanks for having us for your house tour.
No, thanks for having me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and as always, remember to follow all our socials, follow James on his socials, click here for more, click here to subscribe, and cut to the bloopers.
For here, what I really like is the 8 doors, the Velto 8 doors. Velto doors from 8 doors. 讲到有点 rapping 这样。Velto, this is the Velto glass door from 8 doors.